Welcome to another World of Tanks replay. My name is Maxwell and today's replay is from the user Jaden15. He's driving the Tiger 2 on a standard battle on the fjords. This is a stock Tiger 2 as well. You may have noticed the turret stock, the gun stock. Only does an average damage of 240 with a 203 penetration. So yeah, stock Tiger 2. You may have seen that the matchmaking is very favourable, only one tier 8 on each side, but when you are stock like this Tiger 2 is, then you're not really that much more powerful than a fully upgraded tier 7, to be honest. So this isn't going to be a replay of awesome scores and awesome kill counts, but what this is going to be is a very, very well played game by Jaden15. Going to make some fantastic decisions, some good choices, and act very tactically sound on the information that he has, and you're going to see all of that unfold before you. So if you're finding it a bit difficult driving the Tiger 2, whether stock or fully upgraded, although yes, this is very favourable matchmaking, the choices that you can make here are going to go a long way to helping you out regardless of what tier match you're in. Even in a tier 9 game, the choices that Jaden15 makes would be valid then as well. So, doing what the heavy tanks do, which has come to the south around the bottom of the peninsula. Jaden going to cut a wide path here, give everybody a little bit of space, except for this KV-85, which seems to have a death wish, continues driving regardless of being shot in the face. Finds the other tier 8, and this is going to be a clash of the titans. If the two of these can just take each other out, that's going to help their team out immeasurably. As you can see, Jaden15 just focusing on this 112. He knows that if he can take the 112 out, it's going to be the only tier 8 for the enemy team left. Gone. Does decide to switch across to the ARL-44 because he was left with 1 hit point, and that's got to be so annoying there. To just be firing at a tank and have it left with 1 hit point. And like I said, he's just focus firing on this 112 to take him out of the battle as quickly as possible, as that is the enemy team's biggest asset. You see though, the 112, even when you're focusing on its weak points, you may still hit just that very well armoured turret instead. And everybody else rushing in. Nobody else really sure where to shoot at this 112, even though Jaden is kind of highlighting it with all of the multiple holes on the commander's hatch there. The sharks smell blood in the water, so they all start moving in. But the IS is able to take out the 112, and the allies can move forward. Got some more defenders here, but Jaden going to push forward regardless. He's still got, well, still had all of his hit points there, so he's got plenty to work with. Trying to come around the side of this rock to hit the Tiger P, but he didn't quite have the gun depression. He does now though. Takes him out for his second kill. You can see the allies moving in now and just finishing off what is in the south. You can see they pushed quite a few tanks through the centre, and that means that they've won the battle for the south and the centre very, very handily. Unfortunately though, they have been completely overrun in the north, and they're actually losing this one at the moment, 5 kills to 7. That Churchill Mark 7 is about to fall as well, and when he does, they'll probably be losing this one 8 kills. Well, they've evened it up a little bit, 8 kills to 6. And now the allies have a choice to make, either push on towards the enemy base or turn back and defend their own base. You can see the majority of them making the right decision of turning round and trying to take on the enemy head on and head back to their own base, just because the enemy is a lot closer to their base than they are to the enemy's base. So the smart choice is definitely to turn around. Finds the AMX AC there and has a shot at him. Going to get another quick one in here. I think the AMX AC was caught a little bit by surprise by the reload speed of the Tiger 2. And that's one thing you can definitely do when you've got the stock gun on some of these tier 8 tanks, is you can catch people unawares. When you've played the game for quite a long time, you sort of build up almost like, I wouldn't say a sixth sense, but you build up an expectation of how long certain tanks take to fire, how long they take to reload, and the sort of the average length of time between shots. And when you have a tier 8 tank like the Tiger 2, you have sort of an expectation of how many seconds it's going to be between it before it's able to fire again after shooting at you once. But when these things have the stock guns, they generally reload and fire very, very quickly, and that just absolutely wrecks your expectations and totally messes with your gameplay style. Because what tends to happen is you pop yourself out, have a shot, the Tiger II returns fire, and then you think, well, I can probably get one more before he's even halfway reloaded, but just catches you totally by surprise. And gets more shots than you are expecting. So that's one way of playing to your strengths, even when it's technically not really a strength. It's kind of a weakness, having a weak gun. But if it's got a much faster reload speed than people are generally expecting, you can use that to your advantage and generally land extra shots on people when they're playing a little bit fast and loose or a little bit casual. So that's the attackers taken care of. The base is now secure. Now they've just got to find the remaining tanks. The MXAC-46 coming through the centre. He takes out the KV-2. I don't think he realises that Jaden's still here. The IS is pushing all the way around the north. Just going to speed this one up a little bit till we get back into some action. Looks like the Tiger P's going for a base capture. To be honest, this AMX has probably turned around and driving back along the road rather than coming for the Allied base. As you can see, he is indeed. Jaden gets a great shot on him there to take him out. And that's kill number 5. Tiger P was taken out by the artillery. That just leaves the IS and the Tiger II of Jaden. In fact, how many hit points does that IS have? He's got 970 hit points, so they're in a really, really good position here, considering that the Comet is pretty much dead. Just a sneeze will take that guy out. The Panzer IVS only on just under 500 hit points, and they have the artillery of the M12. So although they're losing 13 kills to 12, they're in a much, much better position, considering the IS has almost 1,000 hit points. Jaden is the top tier on the battlefield and has almost 700 hit points. It looks like the two of them have found this Panzer IVS. If they can close him down, they should be able to take him out pretty quickly. And there he is. One great shot through the side. If the IS can take him out now, or Jaden can reload. There we go. And that is him eliminated. And now they're going to move on towards the base. Excuse me. You see a great piece of team play coming up by Jaden here. He knows that the IS is moving over towards the peninsula where the artillery tends to hide out. So Jaden decides to cut left. Rather than being greedy and having both of them go for the M12 and possibly being ambushed by the Comet from the rear, Jaden just allows the IS to go and take care of the M12, not being greedy at all, even though it would mean his Top Gun medal if he was able to take him out. Just allows the IS to go and take that out while he stands and covers the area in case the Comet comes from the rear. Although the Comet only has 27 hit points, if he catches them in the rear, tracks them, he could do some good damage. The Comet's a very fast-firing cannon and will easily be able to penetrate from the rear. With Jaden playing completely selflessly there, electing to defend his teammate while he goes for the M12 rather than go for the glory himself. Now with the IS having taken out the M12, the two of them move back towards the cap circle and start the base capture. And to be honest, with only 27 hit points left, I would not be surprised if that Comet doesn't show his face, if he just sort of sits twiddling his thumbs in the centre of the map. And to be honest, the best move is going to be for the Allies to cap. They can't really go chasing a Comet around this map, how slow the two of them are compared to the Comet. They'd never be able to catch him. And just a couple of seconds left on the cap clock, and that will be GG and the victory. So awesome replay there by Jaden15, showing his skills in the Tiger II, making all the right choices and playing an absolutely excellent game. Picking himself up almost 3,000 points of damage with the stock gun, I might add. 5 kills and a well-deserved victory. So great replay from you. Thank you very much for sending that one in. Don't forget, guys, if you've got yourself a great replay, then send that into replay@screenreality.com. The link for that's in the description. Just attach the replay file itself or the link to the What Replay website to the email, and I'll check that one out for you. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, you found it useful, informative, you learned something, or you picked up some great tips for driving a stock Tiger II, then think about hitting that subscribe button, because there's a lot more World of Tanks content on this channel. I've been Maxwell, this has been a World of Tanks replay, and I'll catch you guys next time.